So we're going to be documenting I think this is like the 13th rebuild of the White Buffalo. I'll drop some photos of previous carnage that we've had to repair on it here. So the Great White Buffalo has been through many renditions. This is its second aftermarket cage. It's like fourth set of plastics. It's had 2 transmissions, like 3 front diffs. This thing has seen a thing or two, and we've just continued to fix it. Well, I was gonna be racing my car in Ultra 4 this year, but I couldn't make it to the first race for obvious reasons. But Liam decided he would go and race in my place. And he had a little bit of an oopsie. He bent the A-arm and ripped out the frame. So technically, this would be totaled by insurance. So that's why it's titled Rebuilding a Totaled KRX 1000. But it's a race car, so everything's fixable. So we got over with our good friend Clay at Area 15, and he sent us some A-arm mounts. So we're gonna cut this one out and put a new one in. This one looks pretty good, but the problem with it is it's pretty wallered out back here. So probably gonna put a new one of those in. The problem with doing with that is you got to remove this stuff. So we might do some different modifications and then just cut this in and put one of those in. Not sure on that. That one's wallered out up there, but we don't have a replacement for that. So might just put in a step washer, not sure. So yeah, it's definitely going to take some repair. We've had this tore down for a little bit, but was waiting on some parts. Liam is currently installing some razor edge design doors. We needed some taller doors for our window nets here, and so he just got this one installed, and it looks pretty tough. We're also installing a new front bumper. This is a winch bumper. It mounts it up really high, and then it also ties into the front sway bar mount up here, so it's super strong. So we're getting ready to mount that up. We got to make a couple small modifications, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, just starting to document the rebuild of this. Got a couple parts here. Got to put new wheel bearings in. The front diff. Oh yeah, he killed an axle too.
Yeah.
This was the A-arm that was bent, and she's pretty trashed. Oh yeah, we got, where are they at? We also got some new lower A-arms from Area 15 design as well. These are taller arch. So Liam has gotten both doors on now, and they look good. I mean, compared to the factory doors, which don't look bad, but these definitely look better. And we're gonna get new graphics made. But he also got Aces Racing seats. These are their new. He had the old Aces Racing seats, which are suspension seats, which are no bueno. So we went to the composite. I mean, they're great seats. The problem is for racing, you're always coming loose out of your harnesses. So these are a composite seat, so they don't have near as much give. So before he puts that in, though, he is working on taking apart the center console to put in a shift gate. So that way when we're racing, he can just go from low to reverse really fast. Because sometimes with this transmission, you can miss low, and when we're racing coming up to a rock section, you just want to slam it in low and know it's there. So what I'm working on now is I had to do some test welding with the welder. Got it welding pretty decent. I'm getting ready to cut this out, so we'll probably do a time lapse of strategic cutting. And the best way would probably be a plasma cutter and coming in and, you know, cutting the edges. But I'm using a cutoff wheel. I probably got to take the guard off to get into it, so which is not ideal. But we're just going to cut it in sections. And then I got a really heavy grit, like a 36 grit flap disc. And then we're just going to grind it down to where it's smooth or partly smooth. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, this thing is not straight in the front end whatsoever. Like, there's no precision with this, but Area 15 Designs does include these cross braces here. So what we'll do is when we put the mount on, we'll bolt it into the other side, and then we can weld it up. So this will just make sure that it's at least level with the other side. With this, we also got the Brute Performance brace kit for the front. So we'll be adding that as well. So yeah, just getting it put back together. All right, so it's rough cut out of here. It's not pretty, but we're gonna get the grinding wheel on this and we'll have it polished up nice. So she's pretty cleaned up. There's a, ooh, might have to grind that just a touch more, but essentially that goes there. And then we take that cross brace, bolt it in over there, and bolt it in right here, and with the other side as well. And then we can kind of just set it. Then we'll just end up tacking it in. Then we'll weld it up and go from there. So yeah, really not bad at all. This is, quite a bit thicker than the factory one. I don't know what I did with the junk one, but as you can tell, there's a step washer on there, but it is way thicker. So we got it mounted in using these guide plates, also bolted in the lower A-arm. Just for reference, it's sitting really nicely and flush. So we'll just tack weld it in. So I got it all welded in. It's been a project getting this front end fixed. Like I said earlier, this thing's been rode hard, put away, wrecked, wrecked, that works too. It's been wrecked like 10 times. So I started looking around, and a lot of the other holes were wallered out pretty bad. So I just went down to the local Baumgars, grabbed some extra washers, some thick washers, drilled them out to the proper spec. Not at all. I mean, it's pretty close. It was like 0.2 millimeter difference between the drill bit and the actual bolt. So for this application, it's perfect. So got those in there. Do not judge my welds. They are not great, but they are going to hold. This is really hard to do, but it's going to hold. It's better, much tighter. I don't know if you can really see like how outer round that was. But essentially, I took a bolt, put a washer on each end, put it in, bolted it in, tack welded it, and then pulled the bolt out. This is the finished product of the Area 15 one. This would have been a pain to cut out, especially with this firewall here. So I just put a washer on this backside on the one that was really wallered out. This one obviously needed fully replaced, but these I was able to patch. I want to show you my best weld. Dang, son, look at that. I could be a professional. But then you look at my welds over here and you're like, what? So yeah, got them cleaned up, welded up. We're gonna throw an extra coat of paint on it for good measure. I got lots of welder burn. I should really get a jacket. Burnt a hole in my pants. The wife is gonna be pissed. Just kidding, it's work pants. She don't care. So yeah, front end is put back together or welded back together. Now we just got to reassemble it. But yeah, Liam made good progress on, oh, this lift is really tall right now. These seats, got that one mounted in, got to put the other one in. Then the rear end of this thing's in good shape. So we're just going to work on getting it put back together for this next race. I do need to get new graphics made for the door, but everything turned out really nice. So really just reassemble, put the new fascia, if you want to call it that, axle, slap the diff back in, put the new front bumper on with the winch. Got a new winch cable from Brute Performance because this was wire originally. Now it's synthetic rope or whatever they call it. Plus the brace kit. Got to replace the master cylinder because this is like one of the OG big brake kits on this sucker. Like one of the first. So this master cylinder I think is just a little tired. It was a used one from our shop, Power Sports Nation, years ago. Man, that's got to be 4 years ago now. So just going to replace that for good measure because Brute Performance now has their own master cylinder. This master cylinder was actually a Razor master cylinder with a Arctic cap on it, if I remember correctly. That was a long time ago. So just going to throw some spray paint on it. We'll just keep documenting more of the rebuild of the front end. I'm going to be, it's like 11:15 right now on Saturday night. And I'm going to start working on putting my motor back in my car. All right, so big things have happened. My car's back together. Liam's is like almost done. Give it like 5 minutes and we'll have this thing. Like a real race car. We'll have this thing wrapped up. This door obviously needs wrapped. Oh, Liam, where's your bleeder back here?
I don't know.
Oh, because no, it's flowing good.
There's a bleeder right here. Are both of those done?
Yeah. Are they plugged?
They're kind of like looking chunky.
They're fine. Throw them on. This door is wrapped
with a nice little bubble.
And
it needs some work, but
we get it out in the sun. She's just gonna bake in. So yeah, we are making good progress. Liam's got the front diff in, the front A-arms. He's put in a new master cylinder as well. So right now we're just filling it full of brake fluid. The brake fluid that came out of this thing was disgusting.
Ooh, I think we got.
No, I dumped it already. The shop is absolutely wrecked. But this is how you know that it's time to go race cars. Liam is inspecting, intently watching brake fluid. We got brake fluid to 3 corners, except that one, but it'll be coming shortly. It's the farthest away from the master cylinder.
And once we plug this one up, it'll have no option but to flow.
Yeah, over there. We're just gravity feeding them first instead of trying to just suck a ton of brake fluid in, let it do its natural thing. We did switch brake fluid from Castrol SRF brake fluid to Motol 700. Gonna try that brake fluid out. But yeah, Liam's like halfway there.
Not bad. Like the hard part's over.
Yeah, the hard part is definitely over. Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff that's hard too, but like, you know, it's mostly there. There's a lot we can finish at the track because we'll probably load Tuesday night. So tomorrow night, I'll probably take off the night with my wife and the children because I'm gonna be gone till Sunday. Oh yeah, and then we also got the whole reason we wanted these doors was so we could mount like fixture these window nets so that they're held a lot better. They barely let us through tech last time with the window net setup that we had, so this is at least 10 times better. Oh yeah, and the rack got rebuilt by Brute Performance. We got to make some adjustments so the boot's not all the way on, but you know, we're almost done. It's getting close. I shut them both off. I shut them both off. Oh, it's at about half. I'll dump some more in.
That one stopped burping bubbles, so I plugged it.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep letting them drain and drain and drain because you remember how nasty of a brake. I cleaned out your rear brake lines and you cleaned out your front, so we got most of the junk out.
This bowl was clean, but you didn't see that gunk.
Yeah.
Like, not the film, more or less. It's pretty nasty.
That's why you change your brake fluid when you race.
You brake hard, aggressive.
Oh yeah, Liam also put new front brake pads on.
I kind of roached the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones were shot. This thing did need a big brake overhaul though. That master cylinder had been on there like 4 years.
Constantly lost brakes.
Yeah, and it just constantly lost brakes, you know, but she's almost race ready. But yeah, hopefully we'll have this more complete as we finish out through the night. So I can't remember where we left off last, but Liam got his car put together. And now we're loading up to head to the race. This thing is mint. You got the roof wrap on, the other door panel, got the wheels and tires mounted up, new axle. He's just ready to race. Quite the ordeal. Even changed the oil. I mean, this thing is essentially ready to be put on the podium. So that's going to kind of end off the video for us. Getting prepared. There's Karina watering her flowers. But yeah, it's a good day to head out to go to Indiana to go racing.